On the day before her wedding, Avery Sinclair suddenly discovered she could read minds. But on their wedding night, her new husband, Damien Sterling, the billionaire CEO and obsessive alpha male, emerged from the bathroom wrapped in a bathrobe. His face a mask of indifference as he informed her that their union was merely a marriage of convenience, a forced marriage born of business alliances, and she shouldn't harbor any delusions. Yet deep inside, his thoughts exploded with joy. He was ecstatic, thrilled that he had finally married his wife home, celebrating silently with triumphant cheers. On the day they got their marriage certificate, Avery learned that her spouse was her high school desk mate. Eager for the alliance, Damien had pressed his mother for photos, but she only gave him 4 words. Her name was Avery Sinclair. He puzzled over how she had changed her name, but Avery, as if anticipating his unpredictable nature, handed him a post-marriage agreement without fanfare. The agreement stipulated that they must always address each other as husband and wife, appear affectionate in public, avoid cold wars, fulfill spousal obligations, and remain loyal. Under his cool gaze, Avery signed her name in a daze. That new wedding night in their luxurious New York penthouse, with views of the glittering skyline, Avery emerged from her shower in a strappy nightgown and lay on the massive king-sized bed. Damien, the possessive husband and mafia boss undertones in his empire, wrapped in his bathrobe with that same indifferent expression, reiterated their marriage was purely commercial, warning her against fantasies. But his inner voice bubbled with delight. He was over the moon that he had finally brought his wife home, whooping in silent victory. Avery wondered where the voice came from. It was his heart speaking. Unsure, she listened as he slowly slid into bed, uttering insincere words about not crossing boundaries, while his thoughts begged for her to hug him, boasting how good he was at warming the bed like a loyal dog. Where had his earlier bravado gone? Avery scanned the room and tested him, asking if she could hold him if she felt cold. He paused, turning his back with a mumbled response, but inside, his little inner self pleaded for her embrace, even offering money in jest. Avery hummed in agreement, thinking to herself how he was. Back in school, she thought him just aloof and sharp-tongued, never imagining this playful side. He was quite the actor. She scooted closer, wrapping her arms around his waist, drifting off under the dim lights, while his thoughts chattered endlessly about how she hugged him, how fragrant and soft she was, calling her his fairy princess. Avery rolled her eyes inwardly and kicked him lightly. This dramatic guy had so much inner theater. The voice finally quieted, and she closed her eyes. In the morning, sunlight filtered through the blinds of their opulent penthouse. Avery kicked off the covers, squinting to find herself in an extremely intimate position, sprawled across his chest, him in just boxer briefs, her mouth near his nipple. Such an odd pose made her suspect he had arranged it himself, but she had no proof. She tried to sneak away, but he stirred, opening sleepy eyes as if just waking, his tone flat as he accused her of taking liberties, joking about extra charges. Inside, he gloated that he had positioned her, laughing about how cute her blushing face was, comparing it to a monkey's butt. Avery fumed, her face flushing as she slapped his chest hard. He grunted with a light chuckle, calling her embarrassed, but she, fed up with spoiling married men, kicked him off the bed without mercy. His face turned cold as he called her name, warning against murdering her new husband. Yet inwardly he rejoiced, thinking her feet were even fragrant, how happy he was, pondering if he should have his assistant create a special foot cream endorsed by her. Avery shot him a glare. He huffed, rising with a dark expression, pinching her cheeks and mocking her ladylike manners. But his thoughts exploded about how cute she was, even cursing, how soft and fun her cheeks were, loving her fine facial hair. Avery stared silently until he fidgeted, wondering if he had been too harsh, if she was hurt, debating an apology. The morning farce ended with his cold voice sorry and breakfast wrapped up hastily. His mother called, urging Avery to be a gentle, considerate wife, reminding her of the etiquette classes she had enrolled in. Avery agreed vaguely, glancing at the eavesdropping Damien. Those classes taught that before a husband left for work, a loving kiss was due. To punish his morning antics, she ignored that but walked him to the door, sweetly bidding him to return soon, waiting at home. His face remained expressionless as he remarked her classes were wasted, but inside he thrilled that he knew all her lessons, vowing not to miss any husband perks, noting the morning kiss was still owed, and he'd claim it when in a good mood. Avery rolled her eyes, planting a lipstick mark on his cheek. He lifted an eyelid, his inner self screaming in joy about her kiss, wanting to spin and lift her high, but reminding himself to maintain his dominant, marriage of convenience persona. Should he point out the lipstick smudge? Avery coolly told him to leave. This dramatic guy must be exhausting himself. She wiped her mouth, watching him drive off in his Maybach, then took her Maserati to meet her mother-in-law for shopping. Women shopped from morning till night, but her considerate mother-in-law stopped at noon, handing Avery a bag from the butler. Expecting a priceless heirloom, Avery opened it excitedly. Low heirlooms were no joke. Only for her to say it was lunch for her and Damien, to deliver to his company and eat together. Avery smiled outwardly but inwardly grumbled. Couldn't this guy eat without her? Fuming, she arrived at his towering office building. The receptionist, not recognizing her, refused entry despite her pleas. Avery admired the dedication. She called Damien's assistant, maintaining her poised image, gently asking if the president was in, as she was delivering lunch downstairs. The assistant, startled but composed, said he was in a meeting and would come down. Soon, he escorted her up in the private elevator, politely leading her to the CEO's office. Sitting briefly, Avery heard his thoughts he missed his wife terribly, agreeing with elders that a day apart felt like 3 autumns. Wait, 3 hours since leaving her. He pushed open the door with his high-cold facade, asking why she wasn't resting at home. But his inner babble revealed concern that his new wife must be exhausted, touched that she brought lunch despite fatigue, loving her deeply. Avery thought, did he assume she wanted to come? But seeing his appreciation, she forgave. Smiling brightly, she took his hand sweetly, saying she brought him food. He murmured lowly, glancing at their linked hands and telling her not to bother next time. But inside he dashed with joy, wanting to post on social media to flaunt to single friends. Avery smiled demurely, twisting her body, insisting if he liked it, she'd come again. The assistant at the door shivered and closed it thoughtfully. After eating, Avery learned from a friend that her ghost of a husband had posted his wife's lunch was delicious, with a photo. What a proud ghost. He was lucky to marry such a beautiful, generous, elegant, virtuous wife. Back home in the penthouse, Avery lounged on the bed for a beauty nap. Waking to sunset climbing the bed, she stretched lazily, her nightgown strap slipping. Dim light stung. He woke groggily, rubbing eyes confusedly. Sitting up, seeing her quail like what's wrong? Cold. Wife dreamwalking. Scared him. Looks pitiful, still from last night? No response. He leaned, lifting her chin coolly but gently. What's up? Uncomfortable? She bit lip, voice hoarse, stomach hurts. Period. Meeting his probing eyes, she hummed. He frowned tightly, slipping on shoes, leaving. She blinked. Soon he returned with a cup drink. Commanding tone. His specialty brown sugar water. Avery glanced, indeed hated brown sugar water. Sipping shallowly, it tasted like high school bestie Ling's custom brew for her. Sourly, how do you make this? He diverted, someone taught. Better? Good quick think, ha. She gulped it, mumbling yes, shoving cup back, burrowing in. Shouldn't, ask Ling tomorrow. Morning, she forgot asking Ling. Mother-in-law summoned them home, Grandpa missed them. Damien had urgent meeting, leaving Avery sulky alone. Mother-in-law linked arms, whispering, did Damien anger you? Tell, I'll scold. He wouldn't ask her, embarrassing. Mouth hard no, body uncomfortable. Damien's like that, surface cold, silent, stubborn, but soft inside. Anything wrong, say. Though convenience marriage, he likes you desperately, will changed up. Mother-in-law spoke earnestly, Avery smiling faintly but self-mocking inwardly. Seeing disbelief, mother-in-law bit lip, leading to Damien's old bedroom. Inwardly ugly them when grandkids. His pre-marriage room. Upholding sweet, understanding wife image. Avery never asked to enter. Mother-in-law twisted knob, pushing her in, tossing tissue pack. Last glimpse mother-in-law's chrysanthemum grin, like her mom's grandkid hope. Why? Entering this room birth a kid? Later truth kinda, but not now. What epic love. If photos not her, she'd ship hard. If diary not about her, Andy smile. If gifts not labeled her name, Goose laugh. But it was her. What do? Wrap it up, joke. She sat on floor, tears streaming, snot flowing, alternating laughs and cries like mad. Photos high school era. Stolen shots her devouring food wide-mouthed, eating snacks while picking feet, arms akimbo big-toothed laugh, hair grabbing over math. Any one black history. Thanks for one decent their duo shot. Based on prior blacks, he shot himself handsome, her emotionless killer. Hate. He didn't capture her 1/10,000 beauty. Diary in wooden notebook. Recall, her high one tall birthday gift to him. Clever. Cover to my desk, mate Avery Sinclair. Flipping pages 2016 February 20th annoyed, like my desk mate. What do? 2016 September 3rd, sunny 365 days knowing Avery, 200 liking. Made cake, said moms, she said tasty. Sleepless night. 2016 November 6th. Rain Avery said I handsome again. Happy. 2016 December 8th. Sunny Avery birthday, no gift. She dislikes classmate gifts, troublesome reciprocate. Kept home. She shared cake in class. Snapped her smiles all night. 2016 December 31st year's end. First photo with Avery. She's beautiful. 2017 June 13th. Sunny want confess to Avery, but home troubles. 2017 July 1st. Sunny Avery calls me bro, but want boyfriend. 2017 November 11th. Rain Avery, wait me? No date. First. 2018 June 8th. Sunny Avery, exams over. Wait years if possible. Nah. Avery wish peace joy desires good people. Cry so hard, idiot, why not tell? She felt a bit heartbeat for him too. What now? Pin him on bed, ravish angrily? Crying mess, she drew tissues, wiping face. Door knocked thrice. Mother-in-law Avery cried done? Too direct? Red-eyed, she stowed items, clutching tissues, opening. Mother-in-law hugged shoulder, stifling laugh cried? Good cry good. Unheld. Avery cried into her again. Mother-in-law helpless enough, eyes rabbit red, Damien back, hellache. Avery sobbed agreement. You too, so stubborn. Ask directly, say. Guessing makes unhappy. Youth today dramatic. Avery mom, you knew he liked me? Mother-in-law recounted yes, he asked brown sugar water. Sensed wrong, probed, liked a girl. Pity, home mess then, so changed name, transferred to your school. Later showed your photo. Knew you as high school crush. Back in room, Avery phoned bestie Ling Ling married. Other end what? When? Guilty complicated, he's tycoon. Married, no ceremony, just family meal. She dissatisfied woman, forgive now. Avery smiled, remember high school desk, mate Shinemo? My husband him. Really? Great, my ship real. Avery hummed. Ling knew he crushed you. Brown sugar his make. Afraid you refuse, gave me pass. Hung up, Avery sobbed idiot. After dinner, she grabbed red wine bottle back room, gulping sips, sitting on bed awaiting dog man. Click, door opened. Avery stumbled off, grabbing his collar slurringly. Damien, you like me? Admit. He trembled, stopping, incredulous, turning to her, recovering cool, scanning wine bottle, then scooping her horizontally. Brown it you drank? Yes. Licking his earlobe, head on chest, close enough for heartbeat. Listening intently for thoughts, but only thumps, no voice. Ponder mind reading gone? Why? Tangled briefly infuriating, dog won't truth. Why? He placed on bed, glancing her flushed face drunk. Why nothing heard? Gone at key? Drunk indeed. She sprawled sitting, staring not drunk. Man fears what? Annoying. Thinking tears instant. He couldn't hold, sighing, approaching, pinching cool fingertips, meeting her dark bright eyes. I like you, Avery. From high school. Eyes locked, she saw deep love in his. Heart surged, squinting suppressed beats, grabbing wrist. Why not tell? No answer. His finger traced her lips, aggrieved. Avery, you like me? Scalp tingling, blinking big eyes. What? I like you. Though high school just flutter, not like yours to me. You what? Interrupting, cupping face tensely say. Palming his hands on face, eyes curving I like you. He laughed low, eyes soft. Lips gently touched her scar, gaze deep hot, pure no lust. Long, his face on her grip dropped hot tears sliding neck silently. She hugged head, kissing red-eye corners. He clung with limbs, fearing vanish. She laughed fear what? Married. Throat bob different. Want date first, then marry kids. She half smiled divorce first, date years, remarry. Instant his expression chilled, hands overhead, body pressing, lips meeting. World quieted, moon outside full clouds. Sleepless night. Next morning he said date. Passing bedroom, she glanced meaningfully. He back chilled, realizing shocked mom let you in? She laughed head back, jumping on back or what? With your Wintel. He held, exasperated pinching liking you my confess confidence. But high school you bro-zoned. She spat speaking of mad. High school, someone reported me dating. Teacher watched whole year, couldn't talk boys without office chat. No situation who's so vile. Mad. Anyway not me, he coughed guilty, casually what about when boy you? She stared back head, nestling neck why always ask me and when? Suddenly recall, dog rumored us dating. Eyes shifting, nonchalant placing her on sofa just asking. Tying flat shoes. She pinched expressionless face, amused no dated him. Only you. No one. Lifting eyes, meeting his starseed gaze. He hooked lip, light smile rippling. She ruffled smooth hair, blowing ear see, fate reunited. Slight stun, tilting head gazing hotly. Eyes met, he chuckled doting all meetings my long plot. Hooked lip, easy smile heaven no fate? I create. She pestered but no result. Date first cinema. She picked hot film, student secret love. Post-college reunion but heroine married. She watched teary, sobbing occasionally. Dark he leaned shoulder. She couldn't see face, assuming bored asleep. End cleaner lit lights, tilting met girl across seats gaze. Girl red-eyed teary too touched. Extended white slender finger pointing her husband. Avery looked down, pulling his hand from face he too red-eyed unshed tears. He hummed nasal discontent, burrowing neck hiding proud ghost. She smiled at girl sad smile, horse your husband loves you much. Cried silently. Wish eternal happiness. Avery lowered long lashes, choking smiling thanks we will. Cinema quieted, only cleaner front cleaning. Avery cupped his soft dense face, shallow gentle pet corner. Blinking clear bright eyes smiling, meeting his dodging gaze Damien, I love you. His eyes misty veiled Avery, I love you. Love so much. Thanks my dear love. Air filled warm lingering. Shrinking presence cleaner watched love confession, auntie smiling. Finally checked watch, biting two leads, next show starts. They smiled yes, our next act begins. She's mine. Every breath she takes belongs to me.